What up, everybody? You're tuned into the Los Angeles Lakers Report by Chat Sports. Before we get rolling in today's show, we have a challenge on deck for all of the real ones. Whoever spams Lakers down in the comments the most, we're going to give you a shout out on the next video we do. So let the games begin. Whoever comments Lakers the most, we're giving you a shout out to start the next video. In today's show, we're going to talk about Austin Reaves and the reports that the Lakers are going to do whatever it takes to keep Austin Reaves in LA. Then we're going to close out the show going through some trade ideas as Bleacher Report put out an article talking about one trade for every team, and the Lakers were mentioned in 3 of those trades. So we'll talk about Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan and a couple other players the Lakers are linked to. But according to reports, the Lakers are going to do whatever it takes to keep number 15 Austin Reaves in LA. This is what The Athletic had to say. They said the Lakers are going to match any contract offer sheet that Austin Reaves signs up to that $100 million. The Lakers view him as the 3rd best player on the team, and if you look at the regular season and postseason he stepped up big time and was basically a 18-5-5 guy with near 50-40-90 shooting splits as a starter for them. There were several factors as to why the Lakers made that second half run, but chief among them, and maybe the biggest factor overall, was Austin Reaves. And the Lakers know that. And they know that they cannot let Austin Reaves walk out of the building and go play for another team in the NBA. The guy really kind of took over this team. LeBron was dealing with those injury issues in the second half of the season, had that foot injury. And Austin Reaves, after the trade deadline, really cemented himself as one of the best young players in the NBA, averaging almost 17 points per night, 5 assists, and the efficiency is what has separated them. Because you don't see many fearless scorers, guys that are never afraid to take a shot, never seen a bad shot, like Austin Reaves that shoots 57+% from the field and 45% from 3. He really turned into an elite player in this league, and then he carried that over into the playoffs and even raised it up a notch where it is much tougher to be a consistent and efficient scorer, and that's exactly what he was, 17 and 4.5 per night, but the splits from the field and from deep did not decrease at all, 46.5% from the field and 44+% from 3. When you can score 17 points per night on that efficiency, you're going to get paid a lot of money, and that's what the Lakers are expecting Austin Reaves to get. He is a competitive dog who won't back down from any challenge and will go to war with you. And that's the type of player the Lakers got to keep around. He's always going to have that chip on his shoulder after being undrafted, coming out of Oklahoma, had to get it out the mud, and that's what he did. And that's why he's going to get paid $100 million this NBA offseason. That's why the Lakers are going to do everything they can. They obviously, as he is a restricted free agent, can match any contract offer sheet that he signs, and he will return to the purple and gold. I'm expecting Austin Reaves to be a Laker for a really, really long time. Let's show him some love, though. Comment his jersey number down in the comment section. Just type 15. If you want Austin Reaves to be a Laker for life, type his jersey number, big 15, down in the comment section. All right, let's get to the bulk of the show. Bleacher Report suggested a few trades the Lakers could make this offseason. They had one trade idea for every team, but there were also 2 more trades where the Lakers were mentioned as the potential partner in other teams' trades. And this is the first one that good old Bleacher Report had, is the Lakers receiving Royce O'Neale, the 2-way 3-and-D wing from the Brooklyn Nets, and then they would send over Mo Bamba to Brooklyn. So a straight-up swap of O'Neale for Bamba, and this one is absolutely intriguing. I think the Lakers could use another wing guy that's really tough, plays good defense, and can hit outside shots. Mo Bamba, I thought the trade deadline was going to be a really good move, but unfortunately the injury bug just continues to bite him. This is what Bleacher Report had to say about O'Neale. They said Royce O'Neale fits nicely into a starting lineup featuring LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Austin Reaves with his defensive versatility and floor spacing. He's as consistent as they come from the outside, shooting between 38.5% and 38.9% from 3 in each of the past 3 seasons. And I like Royce O'Neale as a player, but the Lakers are thin at center, no doubt about it. We talked about yesterday the potential idea of them adding a guy like Bobby Portis. I would absolutely love to see that. I know they're thin, but I think I would make this deal, trading a guy like Mo Bamba, who's not always that available, for a guy like Royce O'Neale that has a specific skill set that I think the Lakers could really, really use. A guy that's a tough, rugged, and really just a guy that likes to battle. I mean, you see the stats on screen. He is a elite shooter from downtown, 37.7% from deep plus in all of the last 4 seasons. Not an elite scorer by any means, but he's a guy that probably can knock down 3, 4, 5 threes a night next to LeBron James, getting those open looks in the half court. And he can defend 1 through 4. He can guard point guards, 2 guards, 3s, and 4s. I think he'd be a really, really good chip for Darvin Ham to use on this team that wants to become more of a defensive identity already after being one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. And I would do this deal. I would. I think Royce O'Neale is a player that isn't like a household name and not a star, not even an all-star, and probably not even that much of a starter. But those role players that just can do the little things, do the dirty work, shoot threes, play defense. Every good team has a couple of those guys. I would love to see Royce O'Neale in LA. The other trade idea that Bleacher Report talked about was DeMar DeRozan, the LA kid coming back home with the Lakers shipping out Russell Bamba, Max Christie in that first-round pick to the Chicago Bulls. The Lakers obviously are getting the best player in this deal. I just wonder if DeRozan, AD, and LeBron James are a good trio. Do their player profiles and archetypes mesh? And that leads me to ask the question, is DeRozan the big fish the Lakers need? There's no doubt the dude is an absolute bucket. I mean, when you look at what he's done throughout his NBA career, he's a 22, 23, 24 plus point per game night. He can play make. He can get you 5 dimes. He's going to be efficient from the deck. It's just he doesn't really stretch the floor all that well. But, man, when you need a bucket in the half court and you get him at the nail or that elbow spot, he can go get a bucket with his back to the basket. He's a great scorer. And I think the Lakers could use a guy like DeRozan, but the floor spacing is absolutely an issue. With DeRozan, AD, and LeBron all on the floor, there's just not enough shooting to spread it around because you got those 3 guys. Then you'd have a guy like Austin Reaves. That's only one shooter out of those 4 guys that's going to carry the bulk of those shots. Just think about it like this. Anthony Davis is best from the foul line down. LeBron James is best when he's attacking the rim. And in DeRozan, he likes to operate in that mid-range game and foul line down. And I just don't know I think there would be too much stepping on each other's toes a little bit. He's a good player, and he'd make them better. I just don't know if that's the move that raises the Lakers from being a Western Conference Finals team to a team that could win it all. But what do you think? Do you think the Lakers should do it? Should they acquire DeMar DeRozan for D'Angelo Russell, Mo Bamba, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick? I think the Lakers would be the winners of this deal. I think it'd be a good trade. I think it's just more along the lines of, is there another deal out there that they could make to get a player that fits a little bit better? Type A for accept or D for decline if you would do this deal. Look, if the Lakers trade for DeRozan or Chris Paul or any of the players that we're talking about on today's show, we're going to get you guys a video as soon as possible. We are covering the Lakers throughout the 2023 NBA offseason. Don't miss a thing. Hit that red sub button down below. And if you are a subscriber to the channel, type me in the comment section. I want to see who's rocking with us. This last trade idea, oh, good old CP3. Could this be the summer where CP3 is finally a Los Angeles Laker? You trade D'Angelo Russell for Malik Beasley, and you get back good old Chris Paul. I mean, are they going to allow it this time? I know RIP to David Stern, but, I still can't believe that trade got turned down. Would have been one of the best trades in NBA history. And this one is intriguing, no doubt about it. You know the relationship between Chris Paul and LeBron James. They have a storied history, no doubt about it. They've talked about being best friends, of the banana boat and all that stuff. But is he still a great basketball player? I don't know if he's great anymore, but he's still a good basketball player, right? I mean, last year for the Phoenix Suns, or I guess this past year, he played 59 games, averaging 14 points per night, 9 assists. Still good efficiency, but you see a trend. He continues to average less points per game per year, and the efficiency has gone down, especially from 3 compared to 39.5% in that 2020 campaign. The Lakers need someone better than Chris Paul. You need a young guy. I like Chris Paul, one of the best point guards of all time. He's going to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame as soon as he is eligible. But does Chris Paul move the needle? Does he make the Los Angeles Lakers a championship contender? I don't think they do. I think that they need to upgrade the point guard spot. We've talked about the backup center. I just don't think that that's as big of a need as the point guard spot. With LeBron getting older and older, you need someone else to carry the load and carry the show and kind of orchestrate and play make. And obviously Chris Paul could do that, but he ain't that injury. He's not all that healthy. He's a pretty injury-prone player. Missed the back half of the postseason again for the Phoenix Suns this year. You just can't run it back with D'Lo. Is Chris Paul the answer? I don't know. We'll talk about more point guard trade options later in the offseason. But I want to ask you guys this. We talked about 3 trades today in Bleacher Report's article. Which one do you like the best? If there was a best trade, if there was one that you would make, which one would it be? Do you want Royce O'Neale for Mo Bamba, type 1? Do you want DeMar DeRozan on the team, type 2? Or do you want CP3 finally to be an LA Laker, type 3 down below? As always, we appreciate you guys for tuning into the Los Angeles Lakers Report. We're going to continue to crush it here on the channel and cover everything surrounding the Lakers, and we're going to continue to do fun segments, news, rumors, trade ideas for agent targets and draft targets, maybe even a mock draft coming up pretty soon with the Lakers having 2 picks in the NBA draft and the draft right around the corner. So if you want content every day about the Lakers, hit that sub button right now.